What's up, campers? In today's episode, I finally have the opportunity to show you the 129 by Sunset Park RV. This thing offers a really neat cabinet or a bunk option, a real toilet. This is actually holding 28 gallons of black water, plus this whole camper is only 1,800 pounds. So stick around and let's check out the 129 by Sunset Park RV. This brand new 2025 Sunray 129 comes in weighing 1,840 pounds, comes with that grotto interior for color, 200-pound dry hitch weight, a cargo carrying capacity of 1,660 pounds, a 3,500-pound dry hitch weight. Up front, we have a 2-inch ball, a little footprint for the bottom, manual tongue jack, 20-pound propane tank, 7-pin round wiring with the electric brake package, and a breakaway brake. This thing comes with a 20-pound propane tank, the grate in the back with the full-size spare tire underneath. Right here is the battery in the battery box with a battery disconnect switch. That turns your 12-volt system on. Down below we have 4 stab jacks, 1 at each corner, made to stabilize the unit, not lift and level it. Here's all of our stickers with all of our information on the trailer itself. Our sink drain down below. Marker lights, 1 at each corner. They do work off our running lights, not our automatic lights. Next is our furnace exhaust. That does get hot. We have our fire escape window that does open up. Our Lipper on the go ladder bracket. Our walkable roof up top with a solar panel. And a gutter system all the way across with the roof rack. The roof rack holds 400 pounds up top. Here we have our 30-amp power cord plug. Down below that's our dump station for our toilet and our gray drains. Because technically the gray drain we have up front with a sink drain. Over here we have 235/75 R15-inch tires. Nice standard trailer tires. Very common size. We have our fenders with our 4-point lights on them so we can easily see them while we're driving. So if we hit that big pothole, we can see if we're still connected. Back here's our water heater. This is a 6-gallon gas water heater. All we do have is turn on a button. Push a button to turn it on, push a button to turn it off. Here's our water connections. Our fresh water connection is when we're going boondocking and filling that fresh water tank and using our water pump. And then we have our city water connection, which is just connecting that hose and turning on the pressurized water and then going in and using the faucet like if you're at a campground or at your house. Over here is a vent for all of our running stuff inside. And then we're going on to the rear, which is our rear galley. Up top, right in the center brake light, we have extra wiring in there for a backup camera. I love all this storage. I have personally camped in a 129 and I absolutely loved it. It's bigger than my van that I live in full time. Down below is the outside shower with hot and cold water. Just make sure you turn on your water heater. Over here is going to be our whole galley equipped with the overhead cabinets and a couple of lights. The cabinets are on a strut. We also have our sink with the faucet that adjusts and move. Then we have our stove with the stove cover, so we have a little bit more countertop space. That is not tempered glass. Down below is a couple of switches, and this is going to be our power for our rear galley, and then our fridge switch. The fridge runs off 12 volt, which is off our battery. Over here is our GFCI, just in case we need to reset. Under sink storage. Then we're going into the 12 volt fridge. This runs off from battery only. Technically, when you plug in, it's running off your electric as well. So it's an electric 12 volt fridge that runs off battery. And it does come with a freezer door section that's big enough for ice cream. Now we're going over onto the porch side, where we have that outside external propane connection, outside power, we also have our AC intake and our window, our screen door, and our step. Make sure you know how to work the screen door and the door system. Right here is a door holder. I personally am not a big fan of these because I just break them all the time. I use bungee cords. And then right here is the screen door. That's how you pop that open and closed. Pay attention. Boom. Now let's go on to the inside and check out the interior. We have our fire extinguisher, storage with our Bluetooth speaker. Right above that's our microwave with a nice countertop along the upper portion with a sink in the middle now instead of at the end. That way we can actually stand right in front of it instead of sit. They're putting as much storage as they can here, now with this brand new little door as well. Then they also put the door back over here and switched it so we're not pulling from the top, we're pulling from the side. And now without the sink there, we have more storage. Over here we have our toilet. I will show you. All we have to do is lift that right up, and that's how you access your toilet. Fuse box and breaker box. 110 outlets, USB outlets, and carbon monoxide detector. This is also compatible with lithium, AGM, and lead acid batteries. Right here is our fire escape and how we operate that. We also have blackout blinds all the way around. Thermostat over here, turn it on, turn it off, turn it up, turn it down. And then right there's our temperature for the room. Above that we have a TV backer plate and a spot to put our TV in there if we'd like it. That bunk system, I'll show you how that bunk and cabinet works at the end. Up top we have a 12-volt fan with a vent that opens and closes. Lights all the way around. You can turn those off individually or your master control panel. Then we have a smoke detector, air conditioner, and our little porch window. Now we're going into our control panel where we have our light switches for our porch and our interior lights, water heater switch, and water pump. Then we're going into all of our levels for our battery, gray, black, and fresh water tanks. Up above is going to be our solar controller. This is just showing us where our battery power is at, where the battery temperature is at, what we have coming in from solar, and what we have going out from draw. Also, I heard they might be switching around the 129 floor plan on us, so stay tuned for that, because I don't know what we have coming in the future. But this is the infamous 129 floor plan. Underneath the bench, we have storage all the way around in that U-shaped. In the back corner there is where they start putting all of our electronics in our toilet. All right, now let's show you how to work the moving parts. I want to take this dinette and pop it down into a bed for us. The first thing I'm going to do is take off the dinette tabletop. Now I want to nicely remove the table legs from the table mounts. Store those away where they won't flip and flop while you're driving. Next, take the tabletop and set that right on these wood supports, which is actually meant to hold your table for the bed. Always put your corners inside. That way you're not flipping when you're sitting down, because if you turn it around and you sit right here, it'll flip forward. Next, we're just taking our backs, and right there is our full-size bed. And this is full-size by dimensions. Next, let's turn this back into a dinette. All we're doing is reversing that. Taking the bed out, using that as our tabletop, putting our table legs into the table mounts, then grabbing our tabletop, and a lot of people ask what these little corners are for, and it's meant for us adults who are trying to get around and squeeze around it. Next, let's show you how to work this bunk. All right, so right now we have it into bunk form. What we're going to do is switch this back into a countertop, but right now I want to show you a couple features. This has 2 bunk mattresses, and up top, there's also a piece of wood. The wood is going to cover these doors so we don't have kids fall through. And while you're using it like the bunk, you want to make sure that you latch these so nothing happens. So boom, boom, and here is our bunk. The bunk holds 100 pounds. Next, bring these back, take them out if I don't want to use them. Then make sure I unflip and unlock these cabinet doors so I can use them. Flip it up, latch it in, latch it in, and we are all done. And right here is that little bracket that the bunk sits on. Hey, thanks for sticking around and watching the video. If you like these kind of videos, do me a huge favor and smash that subscribe button and keep on coming back for more. We have a lot of fun weekly uploads. I live in a converted van full time, and I love to see you guys coming back. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you all next week.